My name is Matt Rich. I'm the senior pastor here at Unity Presbyterian Church. I want to welcome you to this week's edition of Life Together, which is a Holy Week edition, as this week we are celebrating Maundy Thursday on March the 28th, Good Friday on March the 29th, and then finally Easter Sunday on March the 31st. It's a wonderful and important week for us, and I do hope that you'll join us for as many of those services as are possible for you. If you can't be here physically in the sanctuary, then join us online. All of those will be available online as well. You can find us on Facebook, on YouTube, and on the church website. But beginning with Maundy Thursday, we'll gather at 6:30 p.m. here in the sanctuary for that service of communion, of song, of scripture, and reflection, both on the gift that we receive with Jesus' last meal with his disciples before his betrayal and arrest, as well as begin to make that turn toward Good Friday, toward Christ's death on a cross. This past Sunday, we spoke about crucifixion, and this week we finally reach Jesus' death. We'll think about that a little on Maundy Thursday, which also then prepares us for the Good Friday service. Our Good Friday service on March the 29th is at noon, again here in the sanctuary at Unity, as we are once again will be hosting our fellow Presbyterian churches from Fort Mill for a joint service together. Service will look a little different than last year's in terms of the prayer stations are available either before or after the service itself, not as a part of the service. So you'll still have opportunity to do those prayer stations on the 7 last words of Christ, but the service itself will be an extended meditation on the Gospel of Mark's Passion account after Jesus and the disciples leave the Last Supper all the way through his burial. So we'll be thinking about all of that together. Pastor Molly will be preaching as a part of that service. We've got 12 different pastoral leaders from other congregations and our own will be a part of leading that service as well. It's going to be a moving and important service. So come and join us Good Friday at noon. Again, that's March the 29th. Easter Sunday morning, we'll be up early, 7 a.m. for our opening service, which is also concludes with a sunrise outside. But that service at 7 will be in the historic sanctuary. We'll begin there. Most of the service will take place in the historic sanctuary. And then, weather permitting, we'll use our final hymn as our way to lead back out onto the lawn and onto the steps so that we might truly celebrate with our community the wondrous good news we know of Christ's resurrection on Easter Sunday. The 8:45 and 11 o'clock services will both be here in this sanctuary, and we anticipate both of those being full, so come early for worship at 8:45 and 11. Both of those services are identical with choir, with special music, preaching, all those kind of things will be identical at both of those services. We will have overflow seating in the historic sanctuary. You'll have to watch the service online on the screen from there, but you'll have a chance to participate in worship together. So be a part of worship with us on Easter Sunday, 7 a.m. in the historic sanctuary, 8:45 and 11, both here in this sanctuary with overflow seating for those two later services as well. In addition, on Easter, the tradition here at Unity is that everyone brings greenery, flowers, other kinds of things to flower the cross. That cross will be available out in the conversation area just outside the sanctuary. It's a wonderful way for us to bear witness to the great joy that Easter brings, as well as provides great backdrops for your pictures on Easter morning as well. So be sure to be a part of bringing greenery and flowers to flower the cross on Easter Sunday as well. Looking ahead, we'll be off on Monday, April the 1st. Easter Monday is a church holiday. We give that as a gift to our church staff, to all the many volunteers and others who help to make this important season possible. So look for us to be back in the office starting on Tuesday, April the 2nd. Looking ahead, we've got a marvelous season coming up in the Easter season. That'll actually be our stewardship season this year. The theme is sharing the good news. We've got lots of things to share with you, as well as invitations to you to make commitments and pledges of your time, your talents, and certainly your financial gifts, because that makes all that happens here with God's grace possible at Unity Presbyterian Church. But more to come about that as well. I hope that you're also signing up for Go Mad Day. That's Go Make a Difference Day at Bethelwoods this year. We'll be out there on Saturday, April the 13th, but sign-up deadline for that is coming up on Easter, so be sure to do that as well. Also, be sure, sign up for the blood drive. Our next blood drive is April the 9th, and I hope that you'll be a part of giving blood on that day too. One more thing is that this coming Sunday, probably after you're watching this video, the voting will be closed on Unity's March Madness Hymn Challenge. We're voting this week on Holy, Holy, Holy versus Here I Am, Lord. So those are our final two hymns in our favorite hymn challenge. So if you're watching this before noon on Wednesday, you can go ahead and get your votes in so that you're counted as a part of that final round of voting for us. My friends, this has been a joyful, wonderful season. It's been an important and prayerful and in some ways somber season as we spent this time of Lent walking in Jerusalem with Jesus. But we've reached the moment where we might know that true joy that comes with the resurrection on Easter morning. So come and celebrate with us. Invite your friends that we might have a truly glorious day of Easter and resurrection this coming Sunday. God bless you, and we'll look forward to seeing you then.